Hey everybody, it's me, Vicky again. Hi, how's it going? So I'm now officially 18 weeks and I'm so excited about that. And as promised, I wanted to do a gender prediction test, I guess you could say. They're the old wives' tales that people predict whether you're having a boy or a girl. So I wanted to do those. Just remember that it's purely for fun. I'm not like basing like what I'm gonna have off of that. I only trust the ultrasound. So it's just something fun to do, and I did have a lot of fun doing it. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and please comment below on what you think I'm having, because I would love to hear it. I know some of you have already said what you think, and more are leaning towards girl than boy, but a few of you have said boy, so I'll let you know what the results are with the old wives' tales test. So the first one that I'm sure you guys are familiar with, I even know some people that actually try to plan their pregnancy around the Chinese calendar because they're trying to get a certain gender, and they feel like if they get pregnant in this month, then they will have that baby. So I didn't do that. I would feel really guilty doing that because it's up to God. Anyways, with the Chinese calendar, you have to make sure that you get your lunar age and not the age that you actually are, because the Chinese actually count your birthday as when your mother conceived, not when you were born. So they always like say you have to figure that out first on the chart, or else it's not accurate. So yeah, apparently I'm 31 according to the Chinese, and I'm a little bummed about that, but oh well. Because of the month that it said that I conceived, it actually switched to me being 30 when I got pregnant. Apparently I only turned 31 2 months ago, so I'm okay with that. And according to that Chinese calendar, it says girl. So that was exciting. Yay, girl. 1 point for the girls. This is the girl side. This is the boy side. There should be something there that helps us to tally what test said what. So we got one side, one for the girls. Then according to the Mayans, they believe that your age at conception and the year of conception is the same, whether they're both even or both odd, then you're having a girl. But if one is odd and one is even, then you're having a boy. So according to the Mayans, I'm having a boy because I was 29 when I conceived. I'm 29 still, by the way. And it was in 2014. So that's one even and one odd. So that would be a boy. So 1 point for the boys. And I know you guys know this one already. People actually thought it was like scientific fact, but it's actually not. But apparently, if the heart rate of your baby is over 140, they say it's a girl. If it's below 140, they say it's a boy. Well, I've only had the heartbeat checked once, and at that one appointment, it was 156. So I'm gonna say that would be girl. So another one for the girls. Another thing they said is you have to look at the hairline of your youngest child. So I did that today, and I looked at Levi's head, and he has the weirdest hairline. I could not figure out which direction it was going. It was straight, and then it like curved, and then it's like pointed, and then it's straight, and I was just like, I got no clues. I don't even know if I can use that one. If anything, I would say pointed. So according to that, if it's straight, then you're gonna have the same gender, so it would be another boy. But if it's pointed, like a pointed hairline, then it's gonna be the opposite gender. So according to the hairline of Levi, which is confusing, so it could be either or, I will say girl. So we'll give another point to the girls. Okay, the next old wives' tale is about cravings. So apparently if you crave something salty or sour, that means you're having a boy. And if you're craving something sweet, then you're having a girl. And it even gives the example of eating ice cream. It said, if you've been eating ice cream this pregnancy, you're more likely to have a girl. Well, you guys know that I've been loving my ice cream and that I've been wanting it and craving it. So I will give a point to the girls, even though I am eating like salty chips too, but I'm not really craving those. It's hard to say. I don't really find that I have like cravings per se, but But I'll give a point to the girls because of the ice cream comment. So there's another one for the girls. The next things are about like your body and what your body's telling you. So apparently, if your hands are really dry, then you're having a boy. And if they're not dry and they're the same, then you're having a girl. Well, it has been a rough winter here. Like, it's been like -40 some days. So my hands are a little bit dry, but they're actually not that bad from what they should be. But they are dry. So I'm gonna give a point to the boys' side. So there's one for the boys. If you have better skin and you're in your pregnancy, you just have that pregnancy glow happening, and you know, you're not having any and you're not having like any breakouts or anything like that, then they say that you're having a boy. If you are breaking out and you have really bad acne and your skin's not the greatest, then it says that you're having a girl. Well, I've always had acne and I've always struggled with that, so I mean, that's a hard one for me. I haven't found my skin much clearer. I still am getting pimples every so often. So that one's a hard one for me, but I'm gonna give a point to the girls because I don't think I have the greatest skin. So there's one for the girls' side. The other thing it says is if you're growing hair on your legs really fast, then that means you're having a boy. But if it's like stayed the same or hasn't really grown at all, then you're having a girl. Well, it's winter, so I haven't really noticed as much, but I started to take notice like at the beginning of the week to see, and I don't find like I'm having to shave or anything. Like, my legs aren't that bad, so I'm gonna say girl side because I don't find my hair growing very fast at all. This one I found quite amusing because it actually says on the Old Wives' Tales that if you've had headaches this pregnancy, then it's a boy. If you haven't had any headaches, then it's a girl. And I just find that so funny because I've been having like the worst headaches this pregnancy. So I'm definitely gonna have to give a point to the boy side. And then of course, I know you guys have probably heard this one too, it's very familiar, where if you have morning sickness and you're like throwing up a lot, then it's more likely to be a girl. And if you have been totally fine, la-di-da, everyone hates you because you haven't been sick, then it's gonna be a boy. Well, for me, this is a tricky one too because through all my pregnancies, I had a girl first and then 2 boys. So with all of them, I wasn't sick. I wasn't sick at all. I didn't have any headaches, any like nausea. I mean, I was tired, but I didn't not sick at all. This pregnancy is the only one where I actually felt nauseous and I threw up once. I know you're like, shut up. I know, one time. So this one's a little bit tricky for me. So I'm gonna have to say, because of the one throw up and because of how nauseous I felt, I'll consider that my morning sickness compared to my other pregnancies. So I'm gonna give it to the girls. Okay. So I thought when you got pregnant, like, you know, when your belly actually was getting bigger and baby's bigger, that you're supposed to sleep on your left side. I heard that was better for the baby, the positioning of the baby and like where your organs are sitting and stuff. I don't know where I heard that before, but I remember that like fairly well. I've always just had that inclination when I'm pregnant to go to my left side. For some reason this pregnancy though, I've been wanting to lean more towards my right, and I'm a back and a tummy sleeper, and so those are out of the question when you're pregnant. Back apparently is the worst, so I don't do that. But I've been wanting to go to my right, and I'm like, no, and I like, you know, wake up and I force myself to go to my left because I feel like it's better. But because I'm having that inclination to go to my right, I'm gonna say girl, because it says if you sleep on your right side, it's a girl, and if you sleep on your left side, it's a boy. So I'll give a point to the girls for that one. And of course you guys know the very last one, and that's if you're carrying high, it's a girl, and if you're carrying low, it's a boy. Well, I feel like when I look down, because it says just look south and see how you're sitting, I feel like it is pretty high. Like when I sit down, I can feel my tummy like right there. But when I stand up and I do the side profile and I look at it, I'm like, no, that's low. But I've had lots of comments from you guys saying that you think I'm carrying high. So I don't know. I'm confused. But I'll give a point to the girl side because of more comments saying I'm carrying high than low. So I will go with what you guys said and give another point to the girls. So next I'm going to show you a few tests that I did with my spouse that were fun to do. So I hope you enjoy, and then after I show you those clips, we will tally it up and see if it's more likely I'm having a girl or having a boy. Right now the girl side is winning, and yeah, so stay tuned for that.